Hello, this is Jidadilowo from Smart Currency Traders. In this video, we're going to be looking at resistance, support, and trend lines. Resistance, support, and trend lines is a major concept in forex trading. And before I go deep into that, I want to let us know that we have three major trends in forex market. We have the upward trend, we have the downward trend, and we also have the sideways. This is like an example of an upward trend in which we have higher lows. These are lows, and we have higher lows. So it makes a trend, upward trend. So we have higher lows. So this is like an upward trend. This is also an upward trend in which we have, these are lows, then we are having higher low. This low is higher than this, so we are having higher lows. So this is an upward trend. Then we also have a downward trend. We have a downward trend like this, in which we have a lower highs. These are highs and these are low to this, so we have lower highs. So this is, we always have lower highs, so we have a downward trend. And the third one is what we call a sideways. This is sideways, in which you just have a shopping market going up and down. This is sideways. So these are the three major trend that we have in forex market. So when we are talking about resistance are points where markets, we have upward trend, get to start coming down. Resistance is a price where the market change direction downward. The market have been going up, you just get to this place, start coming down. Then it start going up here, comes to this place, start coming down. This is like a resistance. So this is a resistance that always bring down price. When price is going up, it tends to come down. Then we also have the support. Support is a point where the market tends to move back upward. Market have been coming down, get to a point, it just start to move down upward. This is a support here. There's a support, the market move down, gets to this place, it moves up. This is support, this is support point, this is support point. So support and resistance are where market is likely to reverse. So it's a major strategy that is useful in forex trading. So now we have any moment to find this like this. Now this is like a support, these are the support zone. It's always a zone, an area. It might not be a particular point. You will notice that this place now, the market tend to turn back, so there is a major support zone here. Then we also have a resistance zone around here. It might not be a point, like this one doesn't even get there before it turn back. It's a zone, an area. So there is an area here called resistance area. So these are the resistance. When the market gets to that area, it can now, sometimes the market can break. Like now, look at it here. Market gets to around here, it breaks down and move down. So there's what we call breakout. So there might be a breakout from the normal resistance. Like now, this is a breakout, to downward, which is, it breaks the support that is here, and breaks, and we have now the market moving down. The same thing happens here. So, and anytime you have it upward too, so there might be a breakout upward also. So these are resistance and support zones. So there's a strategy around it which also work around the candlestick. Then we have the trend line. I'm talking about the trend line. Trend lines are joining line. Now if you want to make a trend line here, we just use this tool and draw this. Right now, this is a trend line joining the lower lows. This is like a zone here that still move up. So whenever you have this, like maybe you have these two joining together, anytime you see a market coming down to this place like this on this your trend line, immediately you can be able to join two together and it moves. Let's say the market has not gotten, the market is just around here. Let's say the market is just around here. So with this trend line, you show that the market will still want to come and turn, touch this, and you now find it going up. So anytime you see it touching this area, you know you should be looking at how you are going to buy, but the market is trending upward. The same thing goes to market trending. The same thing happen here. Market is still trending upward. You can join this like this. So when you join this like this, you are sure that when market moves like this to come and test here, immediately it has tested this place, you will just know that the same thing will happen. If you still draw this thing up, you drag it up like this, see that the same thing is still happening. So it comes to test here, you moves up. So anytime you see it like this, immediately it's touching here, the market want to move up, you can take a buy here. Same thing, it still come down and test here. So immediately it's testing here, you definitely know that the market will want to bounce up again, so you can still take a buy. So this is like a trend, upward trend, and this is how to draw the trend line. You just take 2 or 3 lower higher lows and join them together. 2 or 3 higher lows. Then the same thing applies to downtrend too. So you can just pick your 2, this trend 2. That is the trend 2. Just draw it like this. You could see that we can be able to pick this. When this one goes down like this, moves like this, you move up here to touch this. You move again like this, it's come to touch here again. So this is how to draw trend line. And immediately you see it touch here, you know that it's going to come down, because when it touch here, it moves down. When it come to touch here again, it will definitely move down. It can just be moving downward. So that's how to draw trend line. So at every moment, you should know that the market will always want to react to resistance and support, and it's always wise when you see a downward trend like this, what you should be aiming at is to take a sell, because you are moving in direction of the market. And when you see upward trend like this, what you do is to take a buy. Look for opportunity to take a buy. Because you will be able to make profit, because you are moving in the direction of the market. So sometimes you find out that your previous resistance can also be a support. When you have a resistance, look at this now. This is a resistance pulling the market forward. This is a resistance pulling the market forward. Then we have many of them here and there. So at any time, some other resistance can become a support, while a support will become a resistance. Like, let me just look for an example that I can be able to. These are resistance here, So if you look at this now, look at this resistance, you will see that this is a resistance. The market is coming down here, it gets to this, drop it down. it's coming, going up again, gets to this, drop it down, going up again, gets to this place, come down, going up again, comes down. You could see that it started breaking it here. So it finally breaks it. As it breaks it, this what used to be a resistance before is now a support here. This is now a support. The market now start coming down, and when it gets there, it goes up. Coming down again, it gets here, it goes up. So a resistance can turn to be a support, while a support also can become a resistance. So these are, when you are placing your trade, resistance and support points are where you should look at, because the market will definitely want to react when it gets into resistance points or area, and also a support point or area. So at every moment, strategy like one can, with this resistance support, one can be able to, using the Japanese stick still Japanese candlestick strategy, you can be able to make up a strategy around resistance support, because when a candle pattern comes out at a resistance point, it always have a meaning. Like this, what you're having here has a meaning, and it's telling us that the market will likely reverse, because this is the support point. So look at this. So what you're having here is a candle pattern, which you still learn more about, that makes one to know that the market is likely going to reverse. So when you have this kind of candle pattern at a resistance or a support, you should be able to know what to do. So thank you very much for watching this video.